Thank you very much. You may please take your seat. Your Excellencies, well-meaning Nigerians, our royal fathers, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the government and the good people of Ogun State, I welcome you all to the official landing of Maiden test flights into the Gateway International Agro Cargo Airport here in Ikperu Ileshan Road, Ikenne local government of Ogun State. Today, Thursday, the 23rd day of February, year 2023. On that note, I'd like to welcome our special guest of honor, who is also an amiable son of Remo Kingdom. Please join me as I welcome the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Professor Yemi Oshibajo, GCON, SAN. Can we please put our hands together for our dear Vice President? I equally want to welcome him with his amiable wife, Her Excellency Mrs. Dolapo Oshibajo. Put it together for her as well. I equally would like to recognize the chief host of this program, who is also the governor of Ogun State. Himself is also an amiable son of Remo Kingdom. Please welcome with me His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun MFR. Please put it together for His Excellency Mr. Governor. And I also welcome him with his amiable wife, Our Excellency Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun. Thank you so much for being here today. Let me recognize the presence of our erstwhile Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Dimeji Bankole is also in the house. Thank you so much for being here today. It's my pleasure to also recognize our father in the ruling party and also our amiable father in Ogun State, our former governor of this state, His Excellency Aremo Olusegun Oshoba. Please put your hands together to welcome him. Thank you so much, Baba, for being here. I equally recognize the presence of yet another former governor of Ogun State, our own dear Excellency Otumba Gbenga Daniel. Please put your hands together to welcome him with me. I recognize the presence of the Honorable Minister of Aviation, Senator Ade Sirika. Thank you so much for being here today. I recognize the presence of the Deputy Governor here in Ogun State, Our Excellency Engineer Noimot Salako Oyedele. Thank you so much for being part of this epoch-making event. The Honorable Speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Olakunle Oluomo, thank you so much for being here today. And other members of the Ogun State House of Assembly here present, we are glad to have you in the house. The Chief Judge of Ogun State is equally here today, Honorable Justice Mosumola Ariola Dipeolu. We are glad to have you. The Director General of the APC Campaign Council in Ogun State, our distinguished Senator Lekon Mustafa, thank you so much for being here today. And I use him as a point of contact to other members of the National Assembly here present. Thank you so much. We are glad to have you. The APC Chairman of Ogun State is Are Yemi Sanusi, and the Head of Service here in Ogun State is Dr. Nofil Aigoro. Thank you so much for being here today. The Secretary to the State Government, Mr. Tokunbo Talabi. The Deputy Chief of Staff to the Governor is Dr. Toyin Taiwo. And other members of the Ogun State Executive Council here present, we are glad to have you. And particularly the Honorable Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, who equally are distinguished son of Ikenne local government, Engineer Ade Akinsoya. Your Excellencies, please permit me to recognize the presence of our royal fathers in the house. I begin with yet another host and the Akaribo of Remo Kingdom, the kingdom where it is happening today. I recognize His Royal Majesty, Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi. Can we together say Kábíyèsí o? Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We equally have the Olu of Ilaro and the paramount ruler of Yewa land in the house. His Royal Majesty, Oba Dr. Kehinde Gbadewole Olugbenle Kábíyèsí o. Thank you so much. The Alake and the paramount ruler of Egba land, Oba Dr. Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo. CFR is ably represented by the Aro of Egba land, Chief Yinka Kofile. Thank you so much for being here today. The Awujale and the paramount ruler of Ijebuland, Oba Dr. Sikiru Kayode Adetono CFR, is represented by the Ori Molusi of Ijebu Igbo, Oba Lawrence Jaye Oba Adebajo Kábíyèsí o. Former deputy governors in the house, you are duly represented. Our elders at their various levels, members of the organized private sector, captains of industry, distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, on behalf of the government and the good people of Ogun State, I welcome you to this event, Kosheleri event. Can we please put our hands together for the governor and his cabinet member for this good job well done. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much of our time, permit me to welcome to the microphone the Honorable Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Engineer Ade Akinsanya, for welcome address to this official flight test on the Agro Cargo International Airport. Can we please put it together for Engineer Ade Akinsanya?
Is being made here today in Ogun State with the official landing of maiden test flights on the soil of the state at the Gateway International Agro Cargo Airport, Ipero, Ileshan, in a Kennel local government area of the state. Officials of the Nigeria Airspace Management Agency and the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority are here to assess the state of readiness of the airport for full operation. The airport sits on a 5,000 hectares of land and was built in line with world-class standard features. The Vice President of the country, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, is here with other dignitaries, including the present and former governors of the state, to be part of history in Ogun State. The idea of this airport was conceptualized in 2007 under the administration of Gbenga Daniel, but the full construction work kicked off in April 2021 under Governor Dapo Abiodun, who promised that before the completion of his tenure in office, the airport project will be completed.
Right Honorable Olakunle Oluomo, Speaker of Ogun State of Assembly, Honorable Justice Mosumo Dipeolu, the Chief Justice Ogun State, all former deputy governors here present, all ex-well speakers present, all National Assembly members here present, all Ogun State of Assembly members present, all ESCO members present, all our royal fathers, royal rulers here present. I'd like to say, please permit me to stand on this. It's a long list. Before I read my speech, I have a small story. To me, today is an historic day in the history of Ogun State, and especially for me, somebody from Ikenne local government. So this is a special day for me. The way I feel right now, I feel like a kid in a candy store or a child excited to open his birthday present. This is my birthday present and Christmas present. So for me, this journey started February 2021, when His Excellency directed myself and the Commissioner for Finance to go and evaluate where we are. When I got to this place, all I saw was a trash dump. When I got here, I left. I said, this can't be the site for the airport, because the trash was about 7 meters deep and about 300 meters in length. So I left. The Commissioner for Finance too left. So we called the Surveyor General. Are you sure we are the right place? He said yes. But today, when you drive into this place, you can see the transformation from that to the beautiful access road. Just a brief history on this project. This is a project we inherited. It started in 2006/2007. The initial approval from NCAA was October 2008, and the design master plan was submitted October 2009. And the accumulation of that is what we are seeing today. Now back to the official reading. I welcome you all to this auspicious occasion of the maiden test flight to the Ogun State International Agro Cargo Airport. This project was conceived and approved by the federal government in October 2008, but the full construction commenced in April 2021. Actually, when this contract was awarded, it was during the rainy season. So nothing much was done until October 2021, when the weather's a bit clear and we could start all the artwork. So, as His Excellency says, this was done in a record time. I won't say record time, in a breaking fast time. Today, we are witnessing the promise made by His Excellency, Prince Dapo Abiodun, that this airport shall become functional before the end of his first term, and we are witnessing to that. This airport is within the almost 5,000 hectares aerotropolis. And if you look around, you can see all the major structures for the airport are ongoing. Overall, where we are today, by the time we finish the certification process, everything will be done. We are looking within 6 months. The state will be the first airport to be certified by NCAA. Just a brief rundown of the parameter of the airport. The airport has one of the longest runway. It's 4 kilometers in length, which is roughly 4,000 meters. And the runways, which you can see, is 60 meters in width, 45 in regular, then 7.5 meters shoulders on both sides. It has a very deep substructure and a very deep base. Then the aggregate of the asphalt you are looking is over 230 meters in length. So structurally, this is one of the best designed airports and constructed. The Ogun State International Airport is geared towards providing an avenue for farm produce, cargo, and passengers to be airlifted from Ogun State and its environment to the other part of the country and outside the country, and vice versa. This project will massively improve the social economic activities of the state, provide employment, and promote tourism. Also, the location of this airport is unique. From what I've seen across the whole country, it is the most accessible airport. You can come in from the east and west expressway, or from the Lagos-Ibadan, which is the north and south, and feeding into that, you have 6 different expressway or highway leading into that. So there will be no question of getting stuck anywhere. The Agro Cargo Airport is no doubt one of the landmark projects of this administration. His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun, MFR, which will further project Ogun State in the positive light. Before closing, I'd like to say thank you to His Excellency for giving me the best birthday present, witnessing this historic day in Ogun State, and also being part of the success story. I'd like to thank all our partners, contractors, Cranborg, NCAA, NAMA, FAN, consultant, our communities, and all the workers that work day and night to make this happen. I welcome you all once again. Thank you all, and God bless. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Thank you.
We can do better if we want to clap for the Honorable Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, the birthday boy celebrating his birthday at the Agro Cargo International Airport. Thank you very much. I noted the other time that Remo Kingdom is the second in Nigeria and the first in Ogun State. Alayeluwa will often say the office of the Vice President can be moved to my palace, as well as the office of the Executive Governor of Ogun State can also be moved into my palace. Because why? He is the king of both the Vice President and the Governor of Ogun State. Right now, I invite a co-host of this program, and that's the Akarigo of Remo Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi, FCA, to please come forward for a very brief goodwill message on this occasion. We say, Kábíyèsí o, Kábíyèsí o. Please, everybody standing or sitting on the aisles, you are to vacate your seat or your body right now. Please leave the aisles and let there be a thoroughfare. Thank you very much.
Michelle, thank you. Ó ti ṣe o, bàbá ti ṣe o. Ó ti ṣe o, bàbá ti ṣe o. Ohun tó ń bà wá lẹ́rù, bàbá ti ṣe o.
Ó ti ṣe o, bàbá ti ṣe o. Ohun tó ń bà wá lẹ́rù, bàbá ti ṣe o.
Your Excellencies, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and his amiable wife, Omo Amedeji, a governor of our dear state and the wife, I greet you all. The Deputy Governor of the state is a long list. I'm seeing the Speaker of our state, I'm seeing the CJ, former Speaker too, our man, OGD. But I won't go on without mentioning my Kábíyèsís. Kábíyèsí Olúdàrò, Ẹ̀kúṣẹ́, Ẹ̀kúìní, thank you very much. Aro of Egbaland representing Alake, Oba Orimolusi representing Awujale of Ijebuland, Moki Buboyin, and all the Alayeluwas. I know that Buboyin leti debi Agumokola, Eshe Goni, Ekutoju Omowa, Itemo ni gbona mo yin lórí ní agbára Ọlọ́run ìlú ò ní dàrú. Nǹkan báyìí la máa ṣe ní state wa. But I think usually people know that I don't get myself involved in politics. But I think today, especially that we have 2 days to the general elections, I recall some one of me, but when my Baba Oshabati minister, I wanted to be calling for you, but I didn't know what we are. Me and what Baba Oshabat, Moroti, Baba Lord, and our dear minister, like I said, you will pardon me, dear lady. I recall many months ago, Bala Ahmed Chidumbu came to my palace. That was before everything stopped, many months. And the man came, sat down privately with me, and we spoke for over 1.5 hours. I saw a man that was very articulate, competent and capable. Ní ìgbà ìparí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, kábíyèsí, I've not been to Ṣàgámù and Remo in a long time. I thought that with the proximity of Ṣàgámù and Remo to Lagos, the development that we will have been much more than this. You know, but I was going by think about Pero you have won. But having said, I want to finish with war. He delved into other things about his capabilities, what he would do and what he cannot do. And it occurred to me that, and what I told him then was, I said, look, Excellency, you go and win the primaries. Once you win the primaries, you come back to me. Today he's won the primaries. Let us open our eyes and vote for competence, vote for capability, and make sure that we do the right thing. That dovetails into what we have today. Today is a testimony to the awesomeness of God. We could see there is no shenanigan, there is no contrived, careful. This project, conceived by, rightly by coincidence, a Remoson. Today, we are seeing that it's a Remoson that is actualizing the project. How do we reciprocate this wonderful gesture? This is a milestone. This is a huge, huge thing. And I tell people, this is just not for Remo. It is for Ogun State. Indeed, it is for the whole of Nigeria. Nigerians will benefit. Lots of people will be employed. And I can assure you that we will give maximum cooperation to the takeoff of this project. But the best way, because we know that if in 2 years and if in 4 years this can be done, what will happen in the next 4 years? The best way to reciprocate for this government is to return this government, because their best is yet to come. And finally, gbogbo àwọn tó dúró ti government wọ́n pọ̀. In fact, even I also single out the vice president because he stood like a rock with this government. Baba Oshoba, thank you for standing by Dapo Abiodun. And everyone that stood by him, every one of you, thank you for standing for justice. Thank you for standing for fairness. And thank you for standing for equity. God bless you all. Allah tumbugo ti yin se. Ó ṣeun tuntun láyé mi kò dáwọ́ dúró. Àánú ni mo rí gbà. Ó ṣeun tuntun láyé mi kò dáwọ́ dúró. Aráyé ẹ wá bá mi yọ̀. Thank you all.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe kábíyèsí o. Once again, kábíyèsí o. Last time and the loudest, kábíyèsí o. Thank you very much. We appreciate Aláyélúwà Ọba Babatunde Adéwálé Ajayi. Your Excellencies, permit me to also recognize the presence of the Chairman Odua Investment, Otumba Bimbo Ashiru. Thank you so much for being part of today's program. Also, another distinguished daughter of Remo Land, and who is representing the Remo Federal Constituency at the Federal House of Representatives, Otumba Adewumi Oriyomi Ononuga. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this project is an arm of the Ogun State Economic Project. And the chairman of the Ogun State Economic Project is also here, and he is Honorable Commissioner for Finance and the Chief Economic Advisor to the Governor of Ogun State. I recognize Mr. Dapo Okubadejo. Thank you so much for being here today. The government of the day in Ogun State is an all-inclusive government. And that confirms that without doubt, we have partners on this project. And today, representing the partners of the state government on this success, I welcome the chairman of Value Jets, Otumba Kunle Shoname, to please come to the microphone and give a goodwill message on behalf of all our partners. Can we please put it together for Otumba Kunle Shoname? The Ogun State Cultural Troupe should be getting ready for their performance.
Please permit me to stand on the existing protocols as established. But of note, I would like to, do I need to welcome him now? The Vice President of the nation, our brother, our father. He welcomes her and his amiable wife. And His Excellency, the Governor of the state, and his wife as well. We as Value Jets, we're partners in this project. We would just like to congratulate the state and the good people of Ogun State in achieving this. Quite clearly, it's not an easy feat to dream this, to plan it, execute it, and achieve this. It is not an easy feat by any means. We will also like to say that we are very proud to be flying the maiden test flight into this airport. We are very, very proud. It will remain in the annals of history that the first commercial flight that that came into this airport is our flight. That will remain indelible in our memory. We really thank you for the opportunity. Maybe it's instructive to say, because where I sat there, some people were talking so many things about, Remo this, Remo that, Vice President, Remo, the Governor, Remo, Caribou has spoken. I also want to put on record that I'm a proud Remo son. Lastly, we want to congratulate everyone. This is, we've been around, so we know, how these things work. This, just like the commissioner said, this is a 4-kilometer runway. This is designed to land very heavy aircraft in the sizes of 747, A380, So this is unbelievable happening here. When I was brought here, when the governor said, there's going to be an airport here, let's go see. And I came here. What we saw was just, like the commissioner said, it was just bush and all the rest, and even the dump site. But today, I'm happy. I'm very grateful to God that this day has come, and we are all alive to witness this. Thank you so very much, and congratulations once again.
Thank you very much, the chairman, Value Jet. Remo this, Remo that, Remo almost everything. And His Royal Majesty has just told me that the resident permit of Remo Kingdom is not too hard to obtain. So Remo land is open to visitor or would-be resident. Alayelua Shebeni, thank you very much. On that note, I welcome yet another Remo son for a goodwill message. This time around, a former governor of Ogun State and the APC flag bearer for Ogun East Senatorial District. Saturday election, a ballot paper will be given and it will be one of the candidates. I welcome His Excellency Otumba Gbenga Daniel, the one who popularly known as OGD. to please come to the microphone and give a goodwill message.
Àwọn kórè tí ọwọ́ rẹ̀ olùgbàlà yóò dé. Ẹ lọ sọ fáráyé. Dáadáa ti dé o. Fáráyé. Dáadáa ti dé o. Àráyé ẹ gbọ́ o. Dáadáa ti dé o. Ọmọ Nàìjíríà ẹ dákun méjìlí.
Your Excellency, our Vice President, and his amiable wife. Your Excellency, our dear Governor, permit me to refer to him as the actualizer of our various dreams. Your Excellency, the First Lady in Ogun State, Your Excellency, the former governor, leader of our party, deputy governor, speaker, honorable minister. It's a long list of royal fathers, permit me to stand on the existing protocols. There isn't a lot to say other than to assert that I'm probably the happiest man here today. And the reason for my happiness have been enunciated by the Honorable Commissioner who gave a background of this project. But just for purpose of record, I like to say that sometimes in 2005, we decided to revisit the master plan of Ogun State, and we created a 25-year master plan. And in that plan, we identified a few projects that we think can be actualized. One of them is this Agro Cargo Airport. We called it Agro Cargo at that time because we felt that a number of our farmers could not transport their farm produce out of the country. And it was at that time that countries like Kenya were even exporting flowers to Europe and other locations, that they were making money. And that was how it all started. But along the line, after we've done all our feasibility, the idea came that this should not just be a cargo, but also an international airport. The reason has been given by the Honorable Commissioner, because as an international airport, it can easily serve as the alternative to the Ikeja International Airport. And of course, because it's going to be agro cargo, like Mr. Shiname said, it has capacity to take the biggest of aeroplanes. And I'm happy that this has happened today. The only other thing that I would just quickly say is that we got the approval, as you were told, in 2008. But we didn't have money. And we were then trying to see if we can get some support. But unfortunately, there was a little bit of tsunami in our House of Assembly. A number of you know the story. And we were not allowed to access any funds. But be that as it may, towards the end of our administration, the issue in the House was resolved. And the House asked us to go and take the money. But it was just about 3 months to go. And we felt it didn't make sense to go and be taking money 3 months to the end of our tenure. Because of that, we refused to award the contract and hope that whoever took over will award the contract and the job will go on. But as you have probably noticed, after our takeover, for all of it, nothing happened here. I don't want to talk about it. It's politics. We are moving forward. But I'm happy today that His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, took it from where we stopped and actually actualized this program. In thanking him, I'm going to also plead with him that there are still 2 or 3 more. And I'm happy that our Vice President, who is also a distinguished son of the soil, is still on seat. Before he steps down, I know we can still facilitate one or two things. One of our projects is deep sea port, which Lagos took away from us. Our vice president is Lagosian, but is an indigene of this state. We got the approval for the deep sea port also in 2009. But what happened? I was told that the deep sea port in Lekki was done in the last 4 years, which means that if we've had the opportunity to move on, we will have done our deep sea port. This is very serious. Mr. Governor, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
lóye káwa máa lè nígbà tẹ̀sù gbógun dìde.
Your Excellencies, Royal Fathers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Challenger 604 operator, Westlink 501 commercial airplane, landing at the Gateway International Agro. Captain Amaru Mohammedin, Captain Abdul Latif Mechagui, Captain Ikeriowu Oscar, Yakubu Ismail, Damilola Chokura, and Olotua Abisola are the members of the crew on this flight. On behalf of the governor, the government, and the good people of Ogun State, we welcome the maiden flight to Ogun State. This is Gateway Agro Cargo International Airport, Iperu Ileshan Road, here in Remo Kingdom. Congratulations, Prince Dapo Abiodun MFR. Congratulations to the cabinet members. Congratulations to Alayeluwa, the Akaribu of Remo Kingdom.
Inú mi dùn wípé mo rọ́jọ́ òní. Inú mi dùn wípé òní ṣojú mi. Congratulations, ọ̀rẹ́ mọ̀ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. 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 Oh, congratulations, ọ̀rẹ́ mọ̀ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. Oh, yeah, congratulations.
Kò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí leléyìí. The first ever commercial flight landing in Ogun State. We congratulate the Ogun State government, ably led by Prince Dapo Abiodun MFR. Ohun tá a ti ń retí ti dé o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pàtẹ́wọ́ tó rinlẹ̀ dáadáa. And this is the first commercial flight to run on the longest this is CRJ 900 aircraft landing here in Ogun State. The first aircraft to run on the longest runway that we have in Nigeria. 4 kilometers runway. Inú wa dùn lónìí ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ogun. Ojú mi ti ríre. Tí bàálù yìí bá ń lọ kó máa gbé mi dání lọ ni o. Àbẹ́ẹ̀rí tí mo ti ń juwọ́ sí yín. Ogun State Hunters Association of Akile Ijebu. Àwọn ni wọ́n ti ń dáàbò bo gbogbo oko yìí kó tó di pé airport dé. Ẹ má dáwọ́ iṣẹ́ yín dúró. Ẹ pẹran lẹ́dẹ̀ wá. Ladies and gentlemen, this is CRJ 90 aircraft landing in Ogun State with the crew member, Captain Amin, Captain Abdulatif Mechagui, Captain Ikelomu Oscar, and also Yakubu Ismaila, Daniela Chukura, and Olotua Abisola are the crew members that are in this commercial aircraft. Landing in Ogun State on the Agro International Airport, Iperu Election Road, here in Ogun State. Congratulations, our dear Vice President. Congratulations, the Governor of Ogun State. Congratulations, Akaribu of Remo Kingdom, and also the entire people of the Gateway State.
Etí mi ti gbọ́, ẹnu mi máa ròyìn, ohun ojú mi rí o, ojú mi ti rí, etí mi ti gbọ́ o, ẹnu mi máa ròyìn, iṣẹ́ tí Dàpọ̀ ṣe, ojú mi ti rí, etí mi ti gbọ́, ẹnu mi máa ròyìn pa, ojú mi ti rí, etí mi ti gbọ́, ẹnu mi máa sọ̀rọ̀, iṣẹ́ tí Dàpọ̀ ṣe. Ojú mi ti rí, etí mi ti gbọ́, mo gbọ́ nínú ìtàn pé Agro l'Ogun State. Ó ṣojú mi, eléyìí ó ṣẹ̀yìn mi o, ẹnu mi á ròyìn iṣẹ́ tí Dàpọ̀ ṣe. Ojú mi ti rí, etí mi ti gbọ́, ẹnu mi máa sọ̀rọ̀, ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ọgbọ́n sọ̀rọ̀. Ojú mi ti rí o, ojú mi ti rí, ẹnu mi ti gbọ́, ẹnu mi máa sọ̀rọ̀, ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ọgbọ́n sọ̀rọ̀. sọ fún gbogbo ènìyàn tí ó gbọ́ kó lọ tètè mọ̀ o. International airport l'Ogun State. Nǹkan ńlá ni onínúure ló lè ṣe yìí o. Ẹnu mi máa ròyìn iṣẹ́ tí Dàpọ̀ ṣe. Ojú mi ti rí, etí mi ti gbọ́. Ẹnu mi máa ròyìn iṣẹ́ tí Dàpọ̀ ṣe. Ojú mi ti rí o, etí mi ti gbọ́. Ẹnu mi máa ròyìn. Oh yeah, man. And we have a governor, he will never, never fail us. We have a governor, he will never, never fail us. Dapo Abiodun is the man, he will never, never fail us. Dapo Abiodun, you will never, 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 never fail. And we have a governor, who will never, never fail us. We have a governor, never, never, never fail. Oh, he will never, never fail. Oh, Dapo Abiodun, you will never. Oh yeah, ẹwà wo. Ẹwà wo tẹgbẹ́ APC ṣe. Ẹwà wo tẹgbẹ́ APC ṣe. Ẹwà wo tẹgbẹ́ APC ṣe. L'Ogun State o, ẹwà wo tẹgbẹ́ APC ṣe. Ara kankan máa ń sí o, kan máa ń sí. Agro and International Airport l'Ogun State. Come and see, oh, come and see, come and see what the A has done. Come and see what the A has done. Come and see what the A.
Please, let's listen to this announcement.
Come and see.
The crew in charge of this stage and the canopy on the stage should please report here now. The stage is about to collapse. Please come to our rescue. Please come to our rescue. The crew in charge of this stage and the canopy on the stage, please report here now. Pastor Lanre Obe, your attention is needed here. Pastor Lanre Obe, your attention is needed here now.
Báyìíkọ́ra yẹ ṣe wá láyé ọjọ́ yẹ, bàbá wa ó dọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀, wá ìgbà yìí sí rere. Your Excellency, Christian, a kú oríire. Olúwa ṣoore fún wa o, ayọ̀. Olúwa ṣoore fún wa o, a ò lè fa mọ́ra. Olúwa ṣoore fún wa o. Ọmọ bá dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún. Olúwa ṣoore fún wa o, a ò lè fa mọ́ra.
Ogun State Cultural Troupe.
Your Excellency.
Ogun State Cultural Troupe.
Your Excellency.
Are you ready for your presentation?
Báyìíká o rárá.
Báyìíká o.
Báyìíká láyé ṣe wá. Láyé ọjọ́ yẹn. Bàbá wa ó dánwò rẹ̀. Wáyé gbà yìí sí rere.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká padà lọ sórí ìjókòó wa o. Ètò yìí ò tí ì parí o.
Vice President
Please
of Nigeria.
go back to your seat.
Akínrógun.
Ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed guests, please go back to your seat. The program is here to be concluded. We want us to go back to our various seats.
Your Excellency, ọmọ padà kọ́ Abíọ́dún. Olúwa ṣoore fún wa o, ayọ̀. Olúwa ṣoore fún wa o, a ò lè pa mọ́ra. Olúwa ṣoore fún wa o, ayọ̀. Ó wọlé. Olúwa ṣoore fún wa o, a ò lè pa mọ́ra.
Let us also take this announcement. Anything you take in a polythene bag, please don't drop it on the ground. Don't drop any nylon or polythene bag on the ground. Please and please, don't drop nylon or polythene bag on the ground. These materials can quickly get into the engine of the aircraft, and we will not want such to happen here in Ogun State. Please don't drop nylon or any polythene material. Thank you very much, Abe.
So,
Abe Simo, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's settle down. We continue with this program. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, àṣẹ látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ọ̀gá wa, wọ́n ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń bí ẹ padà síbi tẹ́ jókòó sí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká padà síbi tá a jókòó sí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má jẹ́ kí mọ́tò tó ń bọ̀ yẹn bá wa ń bẹ̀ o. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ nata àti gbogbo àwọn tó dúró ń bẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká padà síbi tá a jókòó sí. Ní kẹ́ dúró, ní kẹ́ padà síbi tẹ́ jókòó sí ni. Please, law enforcement officers, kindly implement the instruction. Let everybody go back to their seats. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó, a fẹ́ máa bá ètò yìí lọ. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we will take yet another goodwill message. And this time around, it is coming from our father, the father of APC in Nigeria, the father, our amiable father in Ogun State, and the father of our amiable governor, His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun MFR. I welcome our former governor of Ogun State, Akinrogun Olusegun Oshoba, for his own goodwill message. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pàtẹ́wọ́ fún bàbá.
Ọmọ Oshoba, Akinrogun Olusegun. All right. Olusegun. All right.
Ọmọ Oshoba, Akinrogun Olusegun.
Abatakan. Araba inú bí wọn. Abatakan. Akinrogun araba inú bí wọn. Jagunjagun ló ń lọ.
Abe, thank you so much. We welcome the crew of the CRJ-90, the aircraft that just landed in Ogun State. Other members of the crew can join the captain. And the captain has a message for us as he lands in the
Hold on. Give the captain. People that this is the best runway. Okay, just take. Yes, let him just take just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. It's okay, let him talk. Yes, let him just talk.
Hello, everybody. I'm your captain, and really congratulations for this new airport. 4 years ago, I was flying in Nigeria. All airport I experienced, this is the best one. When we land, it was like landing on a butter. Congratulations. Take care, please, of this airport. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
A better round of applause for our captain. Thank you very much. Many road users have testified to the roads constructed by the government of Prince Dapo Abiodun, and also our captain testified to this runway at the Agro Cargo International Airport as constructed by the same administration. Thank you very much. Ejo Eva wa kúrò ní ẹ̀gbẹ́ nbí gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe fi lọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Please leave the side of the stage as I welcome our father Akinrogun Aremo Olusegun Oshoba for his goodwill message.
Jagun lombo Olusegun jagun lombo olórí ogun
ẹ jọ bàbá ní kẹ́ kúrò ńbẹ̀ yẹn bàbá ní kẹ́ kúrò ẹ̀yin agbófinró ẹ bá wa sọ fún wọn kó kúrò ńbẹ̀.
olórí ogun kò gbọdọ̀ kẹ́yìn ogun. Olúṣẹ́gun Abátapá Olúṣẹ́gun dàgbà inú mi wọ̀.
Kí n tó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo rọ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wa ariwo yìí pọ̀ jù o torí Ọlọ́run mo fi bẹ̀ yín oríire ní á kárí gbogbo wa
Àmín.
tí a bá ní ọ̀wọ̀ fún bàbá wa ọmọ wa vice president àwọn ẹ̀gbá máa ń sọ pé kóró gbẹ́rù kóyin má kù. Pray silence ariwo ti pọ̀ jù sí ní rally o tàbá dé rally ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ká ṣòro lé wa. I want to appeal to you. We must respect the vice president as he is seated here, and when you are appealed to go and sit down, please respect the vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ẹ máa fún ní ọwọ́ ẹ̀ abẹ́ẹ̀ ní fún lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
A máa fún wọn sà.
Tẹ bá máa fún lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ jọ torí Ọlọ́run. Àwọn tó wà lọ́hùn yẹn ẹ jẹ́ kó ríran. Ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo lọ jókòó gbogbo àtàwọn dúró bẹ̀ yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká wá jókòó torí Ọlọ́run mo fi bẹ̀ yín. A lè ní vice president ká máa rí fín lórí ilẹ̀ wa torí Ọlọ́run mo fi bẹ̀ yín. Kò dáa tó ariwo ń lọ gbòò à ń pariwo àwọn ọmọ Ògùn state ọmọlúwàbí ni wá o. Bàbá wa Awólọ́wọ̀ orí ilẹ̀ làwà yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ọ̀wọ̀ yẹn wọ̀ ọ́. Gbogbo yín ni mo bẹ̀. When the vice president gets to speak, I want all of you to give him ultimate respect, please. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń dún bẹ̀ yẹn, go and sit down, you are party leaders. All those, can you go and find a seat? All those who standing there, please. Àyíjẹ́ dún ẹni mò ń bá wí. You are all party leaders, go and sit down. Let the people on this side see what is going on. All those of you standing there, please. All of you in yellow, go and sit down, please. All those of you in yellow there, can you all go and sit down if you know you respect the vice president and the governor? Please. Mr. Vice President, our own, and the wife, who is the granddaughter of our old father, Baba Awolowo. Mr. Governor and the wife, I want you to let me, as we are the host, to skip all the other, to give honor to those who have come from Abuja, particularly the Minister of Aviation, Senator Adi Sirika, who has made today possible. Let me make a confession before I speak. When the governor told me about doing this project, I raised a serious objection based on the reaction from my people in Egba. But by the time I discussed with Senator Adi Sirika, who is very close to me, a very important member of the founding fathers of APC. He was a member of the group that joined together to form APC. He told me that the project here preceded our own in Wasimi, Itori. When I heard that from the minister, I came back to the governor. I said, well, if you are going to do this, what is the need for us in Egba? Although I'm Ogun State, Asalu Remo ni mi. My daughter is married to Remo. So in many ways, and I can say, governor is Arole Awolowo, but I could be Awolowo. So the governor then assured me that the dry port in Ikajola will be prosecuted vigorously as a counterweight to what is happening today. And since then, I've been very happy, and I can tell you, I have visited this project more than anybody else to see the progress that was going on. So today, I thank God for many reasons. I have a governor, Tima Soipe, Okoya fún mi. Gbogbo ìtìjú tí mo ní ó bá mi sọ́dún. And I'll give you many reasons. Everything I did, I was governor 31 years ago, 1992, 31 years ago. And I did so many roads. But successive government left my roads to be destroyed. The governor is not visiting this project that started 16 years ago, 2007. My own projects 30, 31 years ago. I'll give an example. The road on which you came in here, from Babcock, I started from Babcock University, along Ilisho, Iperu, Ogere, Shiun, Owode. But a portion here is a very swampy ground, and the road became impassable. The governor tackled it after 31 years, and he has restored that road. From Ijebu, Ode to Ekpe was one of my favorite projects. It was destroyed totally. Today, the governor has turned it into dual carriage. I was involved in making Shagamu to Abeokuta great, but Daniel did it. And the road, it dualized the Killer Road. One of his SSG from Ijebufe died. One of my cousins, Oshoba George, died there. Recently, a friend of the governor, Adesoya, very close to Amosu, died there. Now today, Shagamu interchange to Abeokuta, the governor revisited, dualized it, lit it, and cut all the corners. And each time I'm coming from Lagos, when I get to Shagamu interchange, I relax my seat and take a nap to Abeokuta. I can go on and name projects that are over 30 years. This one is only 16 years that he has revisited. What I'm saying is this. I thank God that the governor is one governor who believes that government is continuity, and he has continued with continuity. I want to thank him, but as he promised me, I know he's a promise keeper. For me in Egba, the Kajola dry port is in my local government. What we lost in Wasimi, Oba Itori was reminding me just now that where we lost it, I said, well, the minister said this one was since 2007. And the minister said he preceded the Wasimi. But we, as the government promised, we shall have the dry port in Kajola by the grace of God. Once again, Mr. Vice President, I want to thank you for finding time to come here. Well, I concede, this is the land of our father, Baba Obafemi Awolowo, and that has been described as Arole Awolowo. Àwọn àkọ́bí Awólọ́wọ̀, àwọn náà wà láyé. Adúpẹ́ Ọlọ́run pé ó farajọ bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀. Ṣé àwọn pẹ́yìn tẹ̀lé ládùúgbò ẹ̀ máa ń kọrin kan ní? Léèrókè o, àwàrè lókè o. Léèrókè o, àwàrè lókè, gbogbo ojú mi pọ́n kòrò pàrà. Bí ọdún ó ti sùn ní. Léèrókè o, àwàrè lókè. Lókè o, lókè, gbogbo ojú mi gan kòrò pàrà. Ojú mi gan kòrò pàrà. In any case, to round it up, I thank you, Mr. Vice President and Mrs. Vice President. The governor, God will continue to bless you. God will give you the grace to do greater things for Ogun State in my time. Because at 84, it's a joy to me that some of the things I did 30 years ago, I'm still alive to see the whole thing resuscitated and made better than the way I did it. I hope to live longer than this to see better things in the next 4 years, including the Kajola Cargo Airport. Èyí máa dùn tó èyí máa dùn tó èyí máa dùn tó ní tìgbà àjùmọ̀ èyí máa dùn tó ayé ilé o èyí máa dùn tó ní tìgbà àjùmọ̀ ayé ilé èyí máa dùn tó.
Jesus, èyí máa dùn tó, èyí máa dùn tó, èyí máa dùn tó, ní ti gbàdúgbò, ayé lè, èyí máa dùn tó, ní ti gbàdúgbò.
Thank you very much, Abesimo. Thank you. Baba Oshoba has not only spoken, but he has also testified to the texture and the perfection of roads as constructed by the government of Prince Dapo Abiodun, MFR. And also very clearly we heard the captain of the aircraft said he has been flying in Nigeria for some years, but this is the best runway he has ever used since he has been flying in Nigeria. Can we please put our hands together? Thank you very much. On that note, I'd like to inform this gathering that we have the Premier or the first Honorable Commissioner for Transportation in Ogun State also in the house, Engineer Olubenga Adetokunbo. Thank you very much for job well done. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I invite the man who is in charge of the regulation of aviation industry in Nigeria. We call him the Minister of Aviation. Let me welcome Senator Ade Sireka to please come to the microphone for his own remark on the test flight at the Gateway Agro Cargo International Airport, Iperu Ileshan Road, here in the Kene local government, Ogun State.
Things are getting better. Things are getting better. For the Lord is on the throne. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. In our we are going higher. We are going higher. Hey! For the Lord is on the throne. We are going higher. We are going higher. We are going higher.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. In the name of God, the most beneficent, the most merciful, Your Excellency, protocol has been well established. I like to align myself with it. However, I must recognize my boss, His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the wife. And of course, also His Excellency, the Governor host, my own Egbon and dear friend and brother. And obviously, my father, my teacher, Chief Shegun Oshogba, also one-time governor. And of course, obviously, His Excellency, Governor Daniel, and my very special brother, friend for many years, and at some point a business partner, His Excellency Right Honorable Dimeji Bankole, former Speaker, the Deputy Governor, the Speaker, and members of the National Assembly. This protocol is by no means in any order of protocol. It's at the wish of Senator Hadi Sirika. Your Excellency, I'm very emotional standing here. A lot has gone through getting this airport to where it is today, a thing of joy. KBC has spoken and our elder Chief Oshoba has spoken. By the way, early in life, Your Excellency, a little digression because this is political. Early in life, I aligned myself with the left. So for me, anything that you say no attracts me somehow by my DNA. And so when there was this 1979-78 conference, Oshoba and my elder brother, cousin and father, Dr. Yusuf Bala Usman, together said no and produced a minority constitutional report. I began to get attracted to His Excellency Chief Shogun Oshoba. And ever since, and God in His wisdom joined our ways in many more ways than He said. But let me just speak about airport itself, or aviation infrastructure, especially the soft infrastructure airline and other associated businesses, which have the potentials to connect businesses, markets, school and students, patients and hospitals, commerce and trade, and integrate people within a given society and a far society. And its value in adding to the general GDP and the general well-being of society cannot be overemphasized. As the saying goes, that 1 mile long road leads to nowhere, but 1 mile long runway leads to everywhere. From here, where we are, there was argument that Abeokuta is too close to Lagos. Why the proliferation of airports? Why? And the answer is very, very simple answer. Very simple. Before coming to the answer, I remember back in time when Dimeji Bankole was speaker, he approached me to say there is a great concern that there's going to be an airport in Abeokuta, right here in Remo, by Chief Daniel. And people are talking, and he's not happy. What can we do to change the narrative and ensure that this has happened? He visited me more than 3 times in my home to speak about this. He picked me straight to late President Eradua when he was president. And he knew between me and him, he used to be my mentor, he still is. May God forgive him. We have parted ways politically. I've decided to join the Buhari movement. So he took me there, and here I was faced with President Eradua. After a handshake, he took me straight into the small office and said, Adi, come and join the cabinet as a cabinet minister. And we're from the same state. And I said, sir, I cannot in opposition join you. But I can consult or advise government. And Dimeji Bankole then, Right Honorable, said, sir, lead me to the Adi will keep talking to us. And I have something for him to do. Then he turned and said, okay, Honorable Speaker, can you get me a candidate to be aviation minister? Since Hadi is saying no. And he gave him conditions. And the conditions were not too tough, but they were not very easy. A young, first class, who understands economy and blah, 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 to be aviation minister. And we came out, within few minutes, Dimeji has come up with the name Omotoba. Never seen him in my life. And he gave the name, and he called him on the phone. And 2 days later, he was aviation minister. Believe it or not, I said, I need to sit down with this guy so I can give him a roadmap for aviation. So Dimeji said, there is only one roadmap. That airport in Abeokuta, Abeg Hadi, that's the only roadmap. And I'm very glad that it is here today. I discussed this extensively with Otumba Benga Daniel. I met him at the airport in Keja, Lagos. And I said to him, don't worry. Where I learned how to fly as a pilot in Alliance Airport in Texas, the Ross Perot Airport, I told him, around the Dallas-Fort Worth Class B airport, there are more airports there, Dallas-Fort Worth, Dallas-Love Field, Alliance Airport, Mission Field, and the rest of them. There are more airports than there are airports in West Africa. And today, the government of the United States has taken the position that there will be North Atlantic Free Trade Area in that place, NAFTA. And it's an enabler for business, and it will build your state. And that I've gone through what you have as document, as your business case, and I'm very happy with it. And we'll see. I know something very little, so you're on the right track, Governor Daniel, at that time. So he pushed and pushed. And the rest of the story you all know. When Chief Dakbo Abiodun, then not a governor, He was in the office of His Excellency, the Vice President, to discuss something about fuel scarcity and all of that. And he was running also for this seat that God has given him. And he said to me, look, I have a lot of plans, so, I know honestly what to do for that state. May God give me the chance. And when he became governor, I came here. He said, Hadi, one of the things I will do is this airport. And I said, you cannot go wrong. So this airport is a product of people that sat down to think what can add value to the economy, to the people, to the general social well-being of the people of this area. And it has happened. Mr. Governor, well done. Well done, well done. Your Excellency, I am not permitted, I'm sure, to write the performance evaluation report of your government. But I must say that during the Buhari government, aviation grew to become the fastest growing sector of the economy before COVID. This is according to MBS and according to Ministry of Finance. We've doubled the number of airports, we've doubled the number of airlines. Value Jet started during our time, Ibom Air started during our time, and the rest of them. Very many airlines, half of those airlines started during this administration, because doing business has become so easy. There was a time when to get an approval to bring in an aircraft takes a month, 2 months, 3 months. Today, it takes hours to get to an aircraft into Nigeria under the Buhari. So as you could see, Ogun, Ebonyi, Yobe, Ekiti, Oshun, Nasarawa, Jigawa, Borno, Anambra, Abekota, all over airports are coming up. And for good reasons. I was challenged, and this is why your business plan is very good. I was challenged by the labor when we were talking about concession of airport. They said start with Katsina. I said, good enough. In Katsina we have 37 dams, 37. The third biggest dam is in Katsina, the Zobe Dam. Abandoned since 1981, commissioned by Buhari. I said, if we produce chili, tomatoes, and onions, in 5.5 hours, it will be in the UK, in Europe, or it will be in Dubai, in the Middle East. A handful of tomatoes in UK is 10 pounds. A whole basket at that time was 200 naira. The foreign exchange you earn. And taking it to Port Harcourt from Katsina is 28 hours, 32 hours. But by air is 1 hour. So if you have an airport that has the capacity to move cargo from one place to another, the gains are too numerous, too much, too huge to even quantify. And the governor had told me all of his plans to bring businesses here. And here is an economic zone. And for all that it takes to create an economic zone. Governor, Eshegon. So, as aviation grows, between 2015 to 2019, 2020, 2022, with 2 economic recessions, we have increased the passenger capacity in Nigeria from 8 to 18 million. And today the passenger capacity is well above 20 million. And with airports like this, the passenger capacity in the next 10 years has been forecast to be about 50 million in Nigeria. So Nigeria has debunked the saying, which is a golden rule of thumb, that aviation doubles every 15 years. Aviation doubles every 15 years. In Nigeria, aviation has quadrupled in the 8-year administration of Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, sir. You have quadrupled aviation in the last 7.5 years. And you can never go wrong by putting things like this. Mr. Governor, it is not today that you will see, I pray you see from today, but it's not today that you will personally appreciate. May God give you the good health, wealth, and good faith to live to become older than Chief Oshoba. It is then that you marvel at this investment that some people are taking for granted. And since we don't really have time anymore left, and I have my leader who is coming to the podium next, I want to say that the plans that they've taken, please stick to that business plan and improve upon it. And for sure, this will be one huge economic honor, an employer of labor, and bringer, if the word is correct, of economic prosperity into Ogun State. And truly, Your Excellency, this is a time to say,
a better round of applause for Senator Adisi Reka, who is also an indigene of Ogun State in diaspora. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the vote of thanks, because protocol will not allow it to come after the speeches of His Excellencies. Right now, I welcome the Secretary to the State Government, Mr. Tokunbo Talabi. Please come forward and move the vote of thanks. Can we please put our hands together for him?
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and Madam Osinbajo. All protocols fully observed because of the time that we have and the good messages, goodwill messages that we're expecting. It gives me singular honor to have to thank everybody for making today a possibility. This is a journey that started less than 2 years ago. People have personally told me that it is impossible. And I'm here standing, everybody can hear, see. And when you say faith at work, this is a manifestation of an enduring faith, a commitment to a cause, an understanding of the dynamics for things to be put in place to happen. I'm very, personally, it's an emotional disposition for me today, because it looks like the mountains are unsurmountable. But we are so happy and we give thanks to God. So it's with great pleasure that I want to thank Your Excellency, the Vice President, and also, even though I know that the governor is our host, I still want to thank him for the vision and the direction that he has provided for the state. I want to thank all those who have played one or other roles in making today a good day. I also want to thank our royal fathers. I want to thank the Honorable Minister for the good words and supporting us all the way. And you could see that the story he told us give you some insight into what commitment is expected of our Excellency, Prince Dr. Dapo Abiodun. All those who are here from the House of Assembly, the House, the national houses, the judicial, the leaders of the party, leaders of thought, the business communities, and especially the construction team, and also the team that worked and put this together. I want to say a big thank you. The Lord will watch over all of us, and the Lord will make sure that our dreams become manifest even in due course. On behalf of His Excellency, Prince Dr. Dapo Abiodun MFR, I'd like to thank all of you for coming. I wish you a safe journey back to your various destinations. God help us. God keep us all. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 more things to do. But before I roll it out, let me quickly inform you that after now, I'll be dropping the microphone, and you see me walking straight to this jet. It is taking me back. Host of this going to deliver his remark, and after that, himself is going to invite the special guest of honor, and after the special guest of honor will deliver his speech, they will both move to the plaque which will be unveiled to commemorate the commissioning the test flight at this Agro Cargo Airport. Right now, I invite His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun, MFR, the Governor of Ogun State.
Oyi biribiri oyi kan wa o. Oyi biribiri oyi kan wa o. Oyi biribiri oyi kan wa o. Àánú Olúwa oyi kan wa o. Nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Oyi biribiri oyi kan wa o. Your Excellency. Oyi biribiri oyi kan wa o. Àpọ̀ Abíọ́dún. Oyi biribiri oyi kan wa o. Àánú Olúwa oyi kan wa o.
Thank you. Please be seated, please. His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, S.A.N., and his very amiable wife, Mrs. Dolapo Osinbajo. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Ogun State, and my wife, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun. Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer Noimot Salako Idele. His Excellency, my father, my mentor, our leader, former Governor, Chief Olusegun Oshoba. My predecessor, the man who have become the actualizer of his dreams, Otumba Justus Benga Daniel. His Excellency, National Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, my brother, who also had conceived this dream, glad he's here today, witnessing the actualization of that dream of many years ago. Right Honorable Dimeji Bankole. I'm told that Honorable Minister of State Education is also here. Honorable Goodluck Nana Opia. My brother, my friend, a pilot, a captain, the Minister of Aviation. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't get hold of him this morning. At 2:30 a.m. was when I got hold of him. And despite that, he had just gotten into Katsina when I caught him. He's here with us today because he was part and parcel of the conception and the actualization of his dream. Senator Hadi Sirika. The senator representing Ogun East Central District, Senator Olamilekan Mustafa, who is also the DG of our campaign. Let me appreciate and recognize the Speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Akunle Oluomo. The Chief Judge of Ogun State is also here, Honorable Justice Musumola Dikpeolu. The Secretary of State Government, the Head of Service, my DCOS, all former Deputy Governors. Today is indeed a great day. We have all the living Deputy Governors in Ogun State are here today. His Excellency Senator Adibwe Kaka, Her Excellency Alhaja Salmo Badru, His Excellency Prince Segun Adeshegun, and Her Excellency Chief Mrs. Yetunde Ononuga. Our erstwhile speakers that are also here, we have 3 of them also here. Right Honorable Titi Oseni Gomez, the only female speaker we ever had. Right Honorable Tunje Gbetokun, and Right Honorable Suraj Adekunbi Ishola. Permit me to quickly appreciate and recognize the chairman of our great party in Ogun State, Chief Yemi Sanusi. Let me thank, appreciate, recognize all members of my economic team, the Honorable Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Honorable Commissioner for Transportation, and my Chief Economic Advisor, who are the team that led the actualization of this project, alongside with all other commissioners. All National Assembly members are here present. Former President, Chairman of Udua Investment, Otumba Bashiru. All members of the Ogun State House of Assembly, and of course, the Chairman of ValueJet, my brother and friend, Kunle Shoname,
all the judges that are here, retired judges, council chairmen, and particularly our royal majesties that have been here for so long. Let me thank and appreciate His Royal Majesty, the Akarigbo and Paramount ruler of Remoland, who is also the chairman of the councils of Obas in Ogun State, Oba Dr. Adewale Babatunde Ajayi, CFR. Let me use him as a point of reference to all the other KBSs. Along His Royal Majesty, Olu of Ilaro, Oba Dr. Kehinde Olungbele, MFR. The Abujale and Paramount of Egbaland is also here represented by the Orimo Lucy of Ijebubo, Oba Lawrence Jayoba Adebajo. The Alake is represented by the Aro of Egba, Chief Yinka Kufile. Appreciate all other leaders that are here, our elder statesmen, members of the Governor's Advisory Council, all service chiefs, captains of industry, bank MDs, representatives of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, and all others who have waited patiently, all members of different clubs, development associations, our Yalogers, our youth, our students, all other distinguished and eminent sons of Ogun State, business partners, those who are here doing business, please accept my appreciation for being part of this history that we're making today. Let me first, as usual, sing a song that I sing when we're on campaign, but I think there's no better time to sing that song today. Inú mi dùn wípé mo rọ́jọ́ òní. Inú mi dùn wípé òní ṣojú mi. Congratulations, ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. Ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. Excellency mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá.
Akínrógun mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá.
Ọ̀túnba Daniel mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá ń bí.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá.
Ó yá congratulations.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. Thank you.
Màkúté mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. Thank you. It is indeed an honor and an esteemed pleasure of mine to welcome all these dignitaries to this very auspicious occasion of the maiden flight test at this Gateway International Agro Cargo Airport right here in Ogun State. History has just been made today, and this will remain indelible in the annals of history of Ogun State, and as a matter of fact, the entire country. An airplane has just landed in Ogun State. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my own oh my God moment. You know, it took a lot for me to stop tears from rolling down my eyes. My wife was saying, oh God, oh God, because she knows how emotional this has been for me. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this is another one of many firsts by this administration of yours. I recall how much opposition and attempted distraction we had to surmount the minute we made it public that we were considering the implementation of the construction of this airport. There were a lot of pessimism, so much so I decided not to have a groundbreaking ceremony. This place then was like a tropical rainforest, and that was just less than 2 years ago. This construction we started sometime around September 2021, and it will be on record as the fastest built airport anywhere. The test flight, despite all odds, is very important to us for many reasons. First, it is one of the necessary activities leading to the full certification and licensing of this airport for safe aviation operations. Secondly, it marks the actualization of a dream conceived 16 years ago by one of my predecessors, Otoba Justus Benga Daniel. The approval was given in 2008 by NCAA. And from then, this dream had since been nurtured by the good people of Ogun State. This is a testament to what is achievable by being focused, by being deliberate, by being resolute, by being committed, and by being audacious. In everywhere, therefore, it is a dream come true. Today's test flight is therefore a landmark event confirming the determination of this administration to develop an airport of international standards in Ogun State to serve businesses, industry, and the good people of this great state. Development of this airport is in alignment with the vision of this administration, which is to provide a focused and enabling environment for public-private sector partnership, which we believe is very fundamental to the economic growth of our people and their individual prosperity. This administration recognizes the vital importance of strategic infrastructure in transportation and services in facilitating the efficient and effective mobility of people and goods across and beyond the state, and also the accessibility to public services, industry, and key economic activity in the state. Therefore, on assumption of office, we established a Ministry of Transportation for the first time in the history of Ogun State. Soon after, that ministry, in collaboration with the United Kingdom Foreign and Commonwealth Office and sector experts from Olabisi Onabanjo University, developed the transport policies for the state and subsequently what we call the Strategic Multimodal Transport Master Plan. This master plan was based on the need to meet the following needs. 1, economic and industrial ambition of the state. 2, the need to provide safe and affordable accessibility and mobility options to citizens, business, and industry. 3, to provide inter-regional and international connectivity for the movement of people in and out of Ogun State. And 4, to provide relief and alternatives to other regional transport sector hubs, particularly Lagos. In view of the planned spread of economic activities and clusters across the state, coupled with the spatial distribution of current, planned, and proposed rail transportation networks and air transport components of the plan, we located this facility right here in the Railway Nexus around the Lagos-Ibadan and Lagos-Benin Expressway. The choice of this location allows for easy access from different parts of the state, including Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria. The eastern and northern regions of Nigeria can also be easily accessed from this location. The country is currently vigorously pursuing strategies to promote the export of goods and services, and this airport will be very critical in helping to achieve this objective. This project is part of an integrated development program aimed at unleashing the full potential of this great state. The airport is located in the Remo Economic Zone, which houses the Ogun State Special Agro-Processing Zone, the entirety that we refer to as an aerotropolis, the first of its kind in Nigeria. This Ogun SAPZ is groundbreaking. We conducted it about 2 months ago. It's a public-private partnership between Ogun State and Arise LLP, a company that specializes in setting up agro value chain development. It promises to offer at least 25,000 job opportunities. This further justified the business case for the construction of this airport. Other complementary infrastructure transportation projects currently being pursued is development of the dry port at Kajola in Ogun Central, which Baba has so much talked about. This dry port will be located on the Lagos-Ibadan rail line in the Kajala Free Trade Zone, a free trade zone that was also established by Benga Daniel. We have also commenced the process of the construction of the Olokola port, which was also conceived by my predecessor. All this will go a long way into easing the port congestion and make Apapa Port more efficient. No doubt, this airport will become the alternative airport to the Muritala Mohammed International Airport and is already being considered as the export terminal for non-oil in Nigeria. There is therefore little doubt that the airport development has an established positive business case, that it is a major facilitator of increased economic activity in the state, an investment with expected economic returns in the form of increased tax receipts, employment generation prospects, and a multiplier of economic driver over and beyond air transportation operations. Furthermore, the federal government is constructing Lagos to Shagamu Expressway and on the verge of concessioning the Shagamu-Benin Expressway, ensuring safe and efficient land access to this airport. This is in addition to the federal government developing the east to west standard gauge rail line linking Lagos to this airport and to the eastern part of the country. Please clap, please clap, please clap. This government, thank you. This government is mindful of the sacrifices made by the people of Ikperu, Ilishon, Ode, Akaka, Irolu, and Ilara, who committed more than 10,000 hectares of land to this project and have been the host communities to the significant construction activities in this area. We are very, very grateful to them. This government, in its inclusive approach to governance, undertook an in-depth consultation with communities that are affected and committed to implementing the various recommendations that arose from the environmental impact assessment undertaken prior to the commencement of this project. The design and ongoing construction of the airport have been undertaken in collaboration with various national and state authorities to ensure compliance with all state, national, and international standards. I take this opportunity, therefore, to extend my most sincere appreciation of the people and government of Ogun State to the following: the Honorable Minister of Aviation, my brother, Hadi Serika, without whose support and guidance, this dream may not have been a reality. The Central Bank of Nigeria, that gave us a funding at very attractive interest rates, without which we wouldn't be here. The Federal Ministry of Aviation, the Director General, Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, and particularly one of our sons, Mohammed Odunowo, the Federal Aviation Authority of Nigeria, the Nigeria Airspace Management Agency, the Nigeria Meteorological Agency, and of course our own very own, Mr. Kule Shoname, Chairman of ValueJet, whose airplane is the first commercial aircraft to land in this airport. Today, 230223. 230223. Again, I thank the contractor, Kremberg, for doing such an amazing job, and particularly on record time. And of course, our consultants, Dal Henderson, who are world-class consultants. Again, I must thank the entire team of the Ministry of Works and Transportation and all my cabinet members that have worked tirelessly to make this a reality and, of course, a success. The state planning and implementation team have indeed enjoyed parallel cooperation and collaboration with these agencies since the commencement of the works in 2021. I say thank you to all of you. This airport is a Category 4E airport. It's one of the best constructed airports in Nigeria. It can accommodate an A380, a Boeing 777, and a Boeing 747. It includes, amongst others, a 4-kilometer runway, a 36-meter control tower, fire station, cargo apron, and terminal buildings. he has an 82,000 square meter cargo apron for Type E and Type C aircrafts when it's completed. Your government is in the middle of negotiations with airport operators with a view of establishing a PPP arrangement for the operation, maintenance, and management of this airport facility. The private sector partner will be bringing in private capital, significant experience, and know-how of managing airport facilities and operations in Africa with the view of ensuring a self-financing airport and indeed a net contributor to the state exchequer. State and restate that the official commissioning of this project will take place in a couple of months. Today's event is to set the climate for the final commissioning of this project. Now the naysayers can give up. We'll continue to be just, to be fair, and equitable. And we promise that we will not develop any part of this state at the expense of another one. Again, I pledge that every inherited project that's of economic benefit to the sons and daughters of Ogun State will be completed. God bless Ogun State. God bless Nigeria. And thank you for listening to me, and God bless you. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ogun.
Àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni.
I think before His Excellency, the Vice President, speaks, the Minister of Aviation wants to hand me an envelope. Maybe it's a fat check as part of our refund for constructing this airport. We will find out.
A better round of applause for the Governor of Ogun State, His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun MFR. This is the test flight, and it is well done and also handsomely attested to. So the Honorable Minister of Aviation is here to present the certificate of operation to the Governor of Ogun State.
Your Excellency, with your kind permission, you know, in civil aviation, what concerns us is how safe, secure, efficient you depart point A and land at point B. This is not underscoring the importance of terminal buildings and the rest of them. We are more worried about safety, efficiency, security. And in the exercise of that, the regulator of the industry, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, had followed up with the development of this particular airport, which with the completion of this runway, for me, it's completed because aircraft can come in and out and carry out an operation. And they have done the due diligence and gone through everything and found that things are done to standards, not only to standards, but they're done according to the books. So this is an airport that everything of it from start to finish has conformed with our standards. And we would, with your kind permission, Your Excellency, issue the permission and approval for this exercise. Thank you very much. Mr. Governor, congratulations.
ọ̀rẹ́ mọ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. ọ̀rẹ́ mọ wọ̀rẹ́ wá.
Ẹ̀kìláàbò, ẹ̀kìláàbò.
ọ̀rẹ́ mọ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. ó yá congratulations. ọ̀rẹ́ mọ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. ó yá congratulations.
ṣèṣẹ́yì.
ọ̀rẹ́ mọ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. ọ̀rẹ́ mọ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. ọ̀rẹ́ mọ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá mọ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. Babátúndé. ọ̀rẹ́ mọ wọ̀rẹ́ wá. Oh, yeah, congratulations.
Having now received the formal documentation affirming the safety of this airport, it gives me great pleasure to invite to address us our leader, son of the soil, Vice President Omoluabi, His Excellency, Professor Yemi Osinbajo.
Ẹjọ́ táyé gbé yìí lọ, yíyọ.
Ẹjọ́ táyé gbé yìí lọ.
Ẹjọ́ ẹjọ́ láyé fèyí lọ. Ẹ lágbára, ẹ tóbi jù, ẹjọ́ láyé fèyí lọ. Ọmọ rẹ̀ ṣíbàdùn. Ẹ lágbára, ẹ tóbi jù, ẹjọ́ láyé fèyí lọ. Oh, you are bigger than what people say, Jehovah. Bigger than what people say. You are bigger than what people say, Jehovah. You are bigger than what people say. Oh, you are good, you are that, you are bigger than what people say. Oshibajo, you are good, you are that, you are bigger than what people say. Ẹ̀yin ni bàbá, tótó bàbá, ẹ̀yin ni bàbá, tójú bàbá lọ. Ẹ̀yin ni bàbá, tótó bàbá, yẹmi. Ẹ̀yin ni bàbá, tójú bàbá lọ.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, my dear wife, Mrs. Dolapo Shibaju. Your Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, please sit. Oh, you want it. Thank you very much. Please sit. Your Excellency, my dear wife, Mrs. Dolapo Shibaju. Your Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, MFR, and his dear wife, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun. Her Excellency, Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer Noimot Salako Oyedele, and other members of the Ogun State Executive and Security Council present, the Honorable Minister of Aviation, and recently made son of the soil of Ogun State, Senator Hadi Serika. We expect more now that you are an official son of the state, a son of the soil. Your Excellencies, former governors of Ogun State present, especially our father, Chief Olusegun Oshoba, and Otumba Benga Daniel. Your Excellencies, former deputy governors of Ogun State present, distinguished members of the National Assembly present, especially distinguished Senator Ramoni Olalekon Mustafa, and Honorable Adewumi Ononuga. The Deputy Chief of Staff to the President, Mr. Ade Ipaye, OFR. Honorable Minister of State for Education, Mr. Goodluck Nana Opia. Your Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps, the former Speaker of the House of Assembly, the Right Honorable Dimeji Bankole, the Speaker of Ogun State House of Assembly, the Right Honorable Olakunle Taiwo Oluomo, and other members of the Ogun State House of Assembly present. The Chief Judge of Ogun State, the Honorable Justice Dr. Mosumola Arinola Dikpeolu, and the Chairman of our great party, Chief Yemi Sanusi, His Royal Majesty, the Akarigbo of Remo, Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi, CFR, His Royal Majesty, the Olu of Ilaro, and Paramount Ruler of Yowaland, Oba Dr. Kehinde Olugbenle, and representatives of other paramount rulers present, especially the Agro of Egbaland, Chief Yinka Kufile, the Orimolusi of Ijebu-Igbo, Oba Lawrence Adebajo, captains of industry present, especially the chairman of Value Jet, Mr. Kunle Shoname, and the chairman of Odua Investments Limited, Otumba Bimbo Ashiru. Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, today I am super proud of being a citizen of Ogun State, and for that matter, a proud son of Ikene and the Ikene local government. So it is with great pride and joy that I join you here today to witness an incredibly momentous event. the maiden test flight of the recently constructed Gateway Agro International Airport of Ogun State, Nigeria. As we descended from our own aircraft, a chopper, to land a few moments ago, we were able to see the runway from up there, a state-of-the-art 4-kilometer facility. And as we have heard, able to take a Boeing 777 and a Boeing 747 aircraft and an A380 aircraft. A runway doesn't get any better than this. If we say that it's the best in Ogun State, of course, that is not true. It is not just the best in Nigeria. It is a world-class airport that we're here to see. With what we all see here this afternoon, Ogun State is definitely taking a huge step in fulfilling the dreams of our forebears, the dreams of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Papa, and the dreams of others who worked with him, the dreams of a vibrant, modern, and industrious community living together in peace and prosperity. A dream of Ogun State that is the engine room, the engine of our nation's economy and our nation's commerce and business. But we must pause here to commend the first visionary of this airport, Otumba Gbenga Daniel, who, as we have heard, as governor, conceived of this airport and went as far as getting an approval for it from the federal government. But it is a tribute to the wisdom and understanding of our current governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun MFR, that he took it from the idea, re-envisioned it completely, and in the light of opportunities, needs, and the requirements and realities of today, he birthed the Gateway International Agro Cargo Airport of Ogun State. This project is the fulfillment of a vision, but the airport is only the infrastructure for building a dynamic economic area. We are now poised to provide facilities for a world-class economic zone. But what a day this is. All of us are witnesses to the first fully functional agro cargo airport in our country. We are witnesses to the landing of the first commercial airport first commercial aircraft at this airport. And we saw the crew live. And the commercial jet itself is one of the fleet of
Hello there, and thanks for joining us on the Thursday edition of Journalist Hangout. I am Kemi Fola Adeyemo. It's about 2 days now to the conduct of the 2023 elections, and I hope you are all gearing up to make your choice of candidates in the polls. Today on the program, the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Abdullahi Adamu, says that wrongful implementation of Naira swap will not stop Tinubu's victory, as NNPP's Kwakwanso's campaign accuses Atiku Abubakar of desperation and propaganda. Later on the show, we take a look at how the general election will be fought and won in Bauchi, Katsina, Kano, Rivers and Lagos states. This on the Pundit segment of the program. I'll be hanging out with Babajide Kolade Otitoju and Dotun Oladipo